All right, Sunrisers, buckle up because we are about to get into something huge. This Mother's Day just keeps on getting better, and for Montego Bay, yeah, that's the place to be for the first ever Bonafide Fest at St. Catherine Hall Stadium. They've got a star-studded lineup, and joining us to spill the details are co-promoter Junior Stevens, Bonafide's lead, and singer Chris Martin. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Good morning. For those who are abroad right now watching and say, oh, Bonafide Fest, I need to get there. When should they land? Where is it? That's the first question I'm asking you.
Like Tami just said, Catherine Hall Stadium should be landing in Montego Bay, the best place to land. Nothing against Kingston. But Mobay are the place to be.
No, I'm so happy to see you. Yeah.
So, talk to us about Bonafide Fest, though.
Well, you know, can tell you guys a small, quick story.
Yes.
You know, Bonafide, the band Bonafide, four brothers, grew up in Montego Bay in the Mount Salem. So we have 8 kids in my mother have 8 kids.
Wow.
Oh, my mother have 8 kids. Yeah. I'm
I
number
was
8.
well on my way.
Hold on, but the 8 of them sleep on one bed?
No. Some on the floor.
You
Some
win.
on the floor.
Some on the floor, yeah.
But yeah, we grew up with our mom, 8 kids, my mother, 1 bedroom, we sleep. So, and then the 4 brother musicians. So, you know, we migrate together, we travel the world together. We, you know, build that thing. And now we have a festival. We have a day we live in Las Vegas, we have a day there. Las Vegas proclaim 421 Bonafide Day.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah, so,
That's
you know, and so now we wanted to put a festival on, here we are. That's it.
I have to talk about the lineup a little bit because it reads like a book. And a star-studded book. So tell us a little bit about the lineup and who people can expect to see on Bonafide Fest.
Atlantic Star, the Jets. Well, the Jets are like our family. We've toured the world with them. We've gone to Samoa, Hawaii, all of those places with the Jets. And then, you know, Atlantic Star, we have the great Chris Martin. He's just one of our favorites. And then your sister.
I know. How am I going to go and be in 2 places at once this Sunday? I don't know. I think I'm going to go to Mobay.
See that? You have to be there. You have to be there. But, yeah, man. And then, you know, we have Kevin Downswell.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We love Kevin Downswell. So, yeah.
I love that.
You know, it's, I want to say this quickly. I said it earlier, off air, perhaps on air. The anthem. You know, there are several mama songs, but this man has
The
an
mama
anthem.
song.
You know what I mean?
That's why the first
was that
festival.
deliberate?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
That's a big deal.
No, him don't know us, but we know him and we follow him. We love him. We love him. So when we try and put this thing together, we say, come on, we can't beat that.
And I just want to say, Chris, you know, I've had the pleasure of seeing you perform many times. And honestly, the show that you put on is... he raises the bar, honestly, and it's going to be so great for everybody to come and see you.
Yeah,
anything special you have planned for everybody who's coming out to see you?
Well, you know, with every performance, I feel like my energy increases. You understand? Yeah, because it's like everyone previously was like a learning kind of vibe for me. You know, a lot of people, they probably say, but you've been doing it for years. How you still learning? We're always learning. You know, always transforming. So I feel like, well, the last time I performed in Mobay was like Sumfest. That was maybe like 2 years ago. So I haven't been in Mobay in a while. So that should be special. Yeah, man. It's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be different kind of energy, different kind of vibes, and people are looking forward to it, and I love that. And as you say, it's a star-studded cast.
It's
Just
crazy.
Yeah, man.
But Chris, you recorded this song quite some time ago, but you realize every year that this song is...
It's the song.
Getting,
That's crazy.
It's the song.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is, it's like when Shazam, like when you Shazam Mama on Mother's Day, it's #1 all over.
I bet.
All over. So the streaming is crazy on that day, specifically.
So foreigners, get ready to burst a blank for your mother.
Please, yes. Get ready.
Sure.
I love that. I love that. All right, so do we have any special gifts or giveaways or anything happening on the day at the show?
You know, that's a question I don't know. For sure. You know. So, I think we need to find that out. But yeah, we're going to do some special stuff for the mothers. There's going to be roses and all of those things, you know. And, you know, picture booth where they can take some really nice pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're doing some of that, but
You mentioned the Jets. I want to talk a little bit about Atlantic Star, who will be back in Jamaica. We were supposed to, are they on Zoom? Do we still have them on Zoom with us? No, we don't. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about them coming back to Jamaica. I mean, big fans of Atlantic Star. I mean, I often wonder if groups like them really understand how we love their music, embrace their music. Like,
Grew up.
grew up on it. So tell us a little bit about, you know, are they excited to come down?
so excited.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we haven't toured with them, we haven't played with them yet, but the Jets, same thing about the Jets.
Exactly.
They are, I mean, the Jets are like over the moon coming in. And these are, the Jets are like, they're off. I don't know if, we have 8 kids.
Yeah.
Them have 17.
Wow.
So their mother and father have 17.
Yes.
And so when with us touring with them and that family connection that they have and how tight they are, and they see how tight we are, we become family.
When in the tour, they need 2 jets.
Yeah, exactly. So and same thing for Atlantic Star. We've been talking to them and stuff, and yeah, they're excited to be here.
So where do you find the tickets now? Information on the tickets?
They can get them at Ticket Wave. There's places like Top Martin and Top Mart and Fantana, all of those places you can get tickets, but ticketwave.net, you can go online. And then, of course, you know, most Jamaicans, they go and wait till the last minute and buy tickets at the gate.
Chris, you prepare a set for a Mother's Day show? It's special selections, I mean,
Yeah, we sing a lot of love songs. Yeah, 'cause first and foremost is for the mothers. You understand? Yeah, definitely. So we cool down the set a little bit, but we still have what we said, high energy reggae music, same way. But I'm more geared towards my love catalog.
Yeah.
But so they are guaranteed to have a good time.
To have a good time.
It's going to be great.
That is it, my boss.
They're going to leave and go home and become mothers all
guaranteed.
over again.
Yes, definitely.
I love that. No, it sounds like it's going to be a great show. The lineup, like I said, is just incredible. And if you're in Mobile this weekend, or if you're not, you need to go. Hello. Whole heap of things going on. All right, listen, that's all the time we have for in this segment. It was obviously brought to you by Johnny Walker. And remember that we have other great things coming up this weekend as well. This is going to be a great show.
And let me just tell you something. We want to have a peaceful show. So do not follow Christopher Martin. Do not follow Christopher Martin. You ladies, both of you cannot be in the same space at the same time. I'm just saying, he knows what I'm talking about. And if you have not been following because it's the biggest hit.
Oh boy.
And it will not be sung on the night.
Oh boy. I can't. Are you going to perform for us? Oh my God. Hold on. I hear after the break we're going to get a performance. I'm going to go set up myself in the front row right here so Chris can sing. All right. We'll be right back.